Bum, bum, bum. Hello, everybody. Now, yeah, what? Whoa. Yeah. Why do I keep forgetting this? Let's go to live. Yeah. Okay. Pop out, chat. All that matters. Don't even advertise what's going on. Hello. Let's see if we can add some animation. Whoa. Huh. I think let's go to the liked stuff. Let's see. That's an anime. Stickers. Let's see how this guy ended it. Oh my god, so many ads.
Far too soon as well. We will turn this into a Spotify and Apple Music animation as well. So stick.
I wonder if he did that. Let's see if he actually did do that. Nope. Okay, so how does this usually work? I would say empty, volume, image, curve, plane axis, empty. Okay. There should be a target thing, camera, target, where is it? Constraints, limit copy transformations, track to clamp to tracking. Missing movement to lie along a curve. No. Locked track, rotate specific locked axis, damn track, no. Okay, let's try to figure out how to do a circular rotation, because that's what it looked like.
Have you ever wondered how you can do complex but still sequence? Car to a drone, make sure to get inspiration. Okay, so now let's get to the practical stuff. The first method I'm supposed to just use a few keyframes. The required to use move around more easily is to use the walk navigation. With that you can just fly around with WASD and move your view with the object mouse, which is like A, and it's really easy for me. And you can access that by going into the camera mode and then press F3 and search for walk navigation. Or use the shortcut for it, or just the shortcut.
Okay, let's try the walk navigation, right? Okay, forget the constraints. Walk. Yep. WASD. Whoa. Okay.
Preferences. Let's continue. Set a start position to the camera, set a keyframe, then go to end position and set another keyframe. If you have more complex animation, you can also add more keyframes and keyframes in between. What is important here is to activate the reveal adjustable SLR curves. For that, just open up the graph editor and press T on the keyboard, and select SLR. Now the whole movement is smooth. You can adjust the SLR to fine-tune the movement even more. The second method is to animate the camera with a curve. For that, add in a curve and transform it to the camera path. And then select the camera, which should be at roll operation right now, and then add a follow path constraint. Now keyframe the offset and it should follow the curve. Now we can also add a track 2 constraint to make sure the camera always faces the main object. Or just add a few.
Track 2. Okay, constraint. Hey. Track 2. Legacy tracking constraint prone to twisting artifacts threads 2. So if I use the walk navigation now, wow, this is fucking crazy though. Okay, it's pointing at the z-axis, I guess. What happens if I move it? Okay, how about we add a curve? Shift A, curve.
The second method is to animate the camera with a curve. For that, add in a curve and transform it to the camera path. And then select the camera, which should be at the roll operation right now, and then add a follow path constraint.
Excuse me. Follow path target is the circle target. Wait. Let's see. Eh? What are these options? Is that the thing? How do you follow the track, bro? Okay, how about this? Like, let's get rid of this. Active clip. How to use follow track? How to use a follow track on Blender?
Okay, so I prepared this very simple scene in Blender with just this character that's dancing around and camera object. Now my target of this tutorial is to show you how to make the camera follow along with this character without having to manually keyframe and rotate the camera to do so. And this is actually surprisingly easy to do. So with the camera object selected, go to the constraint properties and add in a track tool constraint. So now I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to bring in another object, which is going to be an empty object. And then on the track tool constraint, simply select the empty as the target. And when I now start to move this empty around, you can see that the camera always follows along and perfectly points towards this empty. But now instead of following an empty, we want the camera to follow this character. So let's press X to delete the empty and instead select the armature as a target object. However, since the armature itself is not animated and just moves, the camera still stands still. So as the whole target, let's select X. Since they are in the center of the character, you can see now the camera perfectly follows along with our dancing character. Empty around, you can see that the camera always follows along and perfectly points towards this empty.
Whoa, what?
But now instead of following empty, we want the camera follows this character. So let's press X to delete the empty and instead select the armature as our target object. However, since the armature itself is not animated and just moves, the camera still stands still. So as the whole target, let's select X. Since they are in the center of the character, you can see now the camera perfectly follows along with our dancing character. Now let's say we want the camera to be zoomed in a bit more, so let's increase the focal length and I want it to point at the head of our character. So instead of the hips, we want to switch it to the head bone, and you can see this works as well. However, now the head is centered in your camera, and I would prefer the head being on top of our frame. So in order to do this, we want to use empty as the target. So again, bring in empty, then place this directly on top of the head of our character, and I want this empty to follow along with the head bone. So shift click on armature, switch to pose mode, and then select only the head bone, and then press Ctrl P to add it to the bone. And when I now go back to object mode and play the animation, you can see that the empty continues to follow along with the head of our character. Now we can once more select camera and switch target from armature to our empty. And now we have options to still move the empty around, but it continues to follow along with the head of our character. So press G set to move it down till the head is on top of our frame, and then when I
Okay, so it is following. Very nice. I'll probably have to do a lot of things from scratch. Maybe the parenting thing is not working. It's track 2, right? Let's take the camera. Nope. Track 2 doesn't work. What the hell? So what's the point of this? Okay. Alright. Clearly something's messed up here. I'm gonna... YouTube... Oh man, I have too many tabs.
Be at the world origin right now, and then add a follow path constraint.
Okay, let's screw this then. Let's take the constraint out. Let's just try the follow path. Like Shift A, curve, circle. Let's just make this constraint. Follow track. Follow track or follow path? What the fuck? Okay, it's clamped. I don't know what the camera solver is, but what the hell is this? Well, it's kind of doing what I wanted to do. Alright, let's look at the camera. Whoa. Ugh. Okay. It's in a circle. Fine. Let's add an empty plane axis, I guess. Rotator on a specific locked axis. Hey, how many empties do I have? 1, 2. Okay, let's get rid of this. Dim. Okay. Alright, camera. I want you to look at this empty. I want you to rotate. Which one is the locked axis? Y is the locked axis. Okay. Cool. Why don't you look at the Y thing? Hey, bro, just follow the fucking thing. What is up? Okay. Not bad. What is up with the Z-axis then? Why does it move like that? Whoa! Okay. Alright. Okay. So if I move this... Bro, what is up? Bro, this thing is like so scuffed right now. Sort of. My original render looks very different. Don't save anything. Let's try something else. Select. What is the button? F3 3D. Cursor is an origin. Z S. What the hell? Oh, that's scale. My bad. Shift S. Cursor to select. Okay. Alright, fine. Shift A, let's get a curve. Okay, not bad, I guess. Edit mode, this thing. Shift S, selection to cursor. Alright, cool. No, yeah. Why is it all so bendy like this? Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's try. Let's render. Constraints, add constraints, clamp to the Bezier curve. Okay, it is in that corner. Lock track. Let's look at text number 2. Okay, I don't know what the fuck is that, but let's go to Z. Y minus Z. Okay. Forget the modifier. Let's get rid of this weird thing. Okay, I want this thing to be the origin. Okay, object set origin. Does it have that? This point select okay, you know what? Shift S selection to cursor or cursor to selected. Okay, fine. If this is the thing, okay, select, object set origin to 3D cursor. Cool. Fine. Object Shift S. Where is it? Cursor to selected. Let's take this. Shift S, selection to cursor. Okay, this looks like the best perfect circle I could get. Add constraints, clamp to. Let's give it to this little curve. Okay. Camera, lock track. What is this relationship? Follow path. Used to animate bone. Okay, no. Maintain scale, rotation, limit. Legacy tracking constraint prone to twisting artifacts. Oh, that makes sense. Locked track. Rotate around a specific axis towards the track. Okay, lock the track to where this is and lock it. No, Z is fine. Why is it upside down? Okay, how about this? Why is it? What are you looking at? Wait. Is it still looking at text 1? No. Whoa, what was this? Huh? Why the hell is it doing that? What the fuck? Okay, usually Alright, not bad. Hello. Well, double lift.
Now keyframe the offset and it should follow the curve. Now you can also add a track 2 constraint to make sure the camera always faces the main object. Or just add a few rotation keyframes. So let's get to the third method. This is to attach a camera to an object or a person. For the object, just move the camera in place and pair it with Control key and make sure to keep transformation. Now the camera should follow the object even if it's animated. If you want to add it to the head or chest or arm of whatever animated character to get that POV look, add a child of constraint and select the ring. And now you can also select the right bone and now it's paired with that bone's animation. And now you just have to move the camera in place. Now let's get to the promise trick. So in Soccer Room, for instance, we'll get some camera shaking in real life. For example, if you film from car or if you film handheld. For that, download the Shakify add from the computer. Add the link in the description. And after installing, you can customize the camera shake and add it on top of the already existing camera animation. I hope I've done you and that you could learn something valuable from this video. Make sure to like the video if you liked it.
Nope, this is not helping. Object solver, what the hell is that? Add constraints to active object. Motion tracking? No, tracking. What is a damn track? Point toward the target by performing smallness. What? Camera, look at empty blender.
Hello everyone. I've received a few requests from students to clarify the process of creating the turntable animation. This is what I'm talking about. So if I were to hit play here, we'll see that the camera's going to follow that path. Let's go ahead and split these areas. And we can see what's actually happening. So the camera's traveling around the path and it's constantly looking at the empty, which I put in the middle here. So I'm going to go through that process. It's multi-step, it's pretty simple, and after you go through it a few times, you should have that back. So we'll start with a brand new empty file. I just have the default cue, a light, and a camera. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create the map. So Shift A to add. In this case, we will see that we have two circles. One is a mesh, the other is a curve. In this case, we want the curve. We're going to scale it up, so that's the scale, nice and big. The next thing to do is we're going to look at it from a top-down view. And I'm going to align my camera so that it lines up with the edge of my pyramid. So G, I'm going to shift Z so I don't go up and down. Do that next. I'm just going to look right up there. Look at the mirror, let's go ahead and lower it down on the Z axis so that it matches my line. Shift right there. I'm going to try my camera select and pull shift and select my curve. Now if I press Control P on the keyboard, it's going to go to my parent menu. There's several options for parenting this. In case I want to select follow path, let's go ahead and do that. And if I hit play on it down, we'll see that it follows the path around. And we'll worry about how long it takes to make a full circle. The problem I'm going to tackle next is how do I get the camera to look at a particular object as it goes up. As it goes. Goes around the full circle down. And if I hit play on my phone to bring up my parent,
Man, this is like a real pain in the ass. Why did the camera go all the way over there, bro? Bro, why? Okay, round 2.
parent menu. There's several options for parenting. In this case, I want to select follow path. We'll just go ahead and do that. And if I hit play on it down, we'll see that it follows the path around. Right? And we'll worry about how long it takes to make a full circle. The problem I'm going to tackle next is how do I get the camera to look at a particular object as it goes around the line. So what we want to do is we want to track the camera to an empty. Now an empty is just an object that doesn't have any variability to it. And so I'm going to grab an empty plane axis. Again, let's scale that up. I grab my camera now. I'm going to add constraints, start with string out, and track to it. Use the eyedropper to select the empty. And there you go. So now as it goes around, it's going to constantly track to that empty wherever I need the empty to.
Okay. Third time. Let's go, please. Oh, okay, alright, not bad. Fuck yeah, it's working now. Hell yeah, okay, alright. Thank you, homie. Who are you? You have saved me 1,000 of years of tutorials. Fuck yeah. Oh. Okay. Man, I'm kind of like exhausted. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at this. Whoa. The camera is looking at it, which is great, but I think I need to. Alright, how do I animate the camera now? Okay.
Again, we look at, grab it up, see the camera tracks to empty. The last thing we need to do is slow it down because 100 frames is really too fast for a turntable. You wouldn't be able to really see the object. Select the spline again, go to the game properties for it, go to path animation, to sets frames, change that to whatever you wish your frame count to be, and we'll see now that it goes around much slower as it looks like here. Alright, well I hope that helps a few people out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to message me. Otherwise, have a great weekend.
Where did it go? Evaluation time. Curve properties, 2D, 3D, stretch bound, geometry, shape keys, animation. Where is it? Path animation. Okay, 250. Okay, that's one full revolution. Fuck yeah. Cursor to world origin, please. Thank you. Okay, shift. Let's get a fucking. What do I do? All right, monkey man. Rotate. 180. Okay, scale it down. Let's take it up by 1. Let's move Y by -1. No, just 1. Wait, what? Why? Where is this going? What did it type? Okay, -8. Okay. All right. Let's see. Whoa. Okay. All right. Oh my god. Eh. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with the path. Very happy. Yay! Whew. How to... What do I do with this? What do I do with the monkey? It's not original, but like, you know. I like the monkey. You know what? Fuck it. It's a blender, bro. Okay, not bad. Oof, that was a lot of tabs, bro. Fuck. Okay, where was I? I was gonna do so many things. This is for something else. Blender monkey. Let's Suzanne. Let's look for Suzanne. Suzanne. Da, da, da. I think I will. I won't make it red. I think I'll make it chrome. But da, da, da. Let's see. Let's edit the monkey. Oh, but before that, I should take a screenshot. Just. Yeah. I think it's saved, right? Pictures, screenshot. Yep. Cool beans. First things first, let's give it a new material. Add a new material. I like the node stuff I did over there. Shader editor. Object. Oh, I didn't do any node stuff there, my bad. Hey, silly me. Alright, monkey. Material 3. What's in material 1? It's just the color. Metallic roughness. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. I didn't know Suzanne would smile. What? Oh, Suzanne's a smiling monkey. I had no idea. Holy shit. Okay. Let's search for Chrome, texture, Blender.
It's quite easy to create Chrome shapes like this in Blender. All we need is a few edges and move fast. To start doing a simple vertex, you can add it like that. You can enable extra objects add-on from preferences. If not, you can add any objects you want and merge all the vertices at the center, so we have this single vertex now. We can extrude it several times in edit mode to have something to work with. Add the skin modifier to get this volume or the mesh around edges. If we extrude it, it's all straight lines and won't bend some. So let's add some division modifier and place it before the skin modifier. That's what we have. Extrude a few more vertices. If you want to connect them, you can use F. You can scale up and down the radius with Control A. Get this single, or we can do it with multiple vertices at once. Enable proportional editing. The shortcut is on. We can adjust the influence zone with the scroll button. We already have something. Let's complete a modifier stack. Add one more subdivision. Make sure the first one gets the same labels for import and render. On the second subdivision, that's not so important. We can change the report if it's needed later, but for now I'm limited to 4 levels. I'll add a bit more volume on the base. If you open that panel, this is going to generate size, and you can get it together. Add the move up, make it more interesting, move the second subdivision, increase the output, and add the more piece. If you didn't change both, because the modifier is not enabled in edit mode, you can do this from here. Draw a pattern and do the shape you want by extruding and connecting more vertices. Grab this material.
What's the material?
Actually just some metallic with the roughness down, nothing else. If we zoom in, we can see that that's not smooth. And if we try to shade out smooth, it won't work, because we have to enable the smooth shading option of the skin modifier. We can go 3D as we still 2D using only the X and Y axis. The skin modifier is not very zero, and we can get some acceleration, especially when making part more complex. You can 3D, but you just get one axis, or you can reduce size to fix it. You can also select edges, depending what is closer or how you job. I think it's good to think about, and you can find also how to have the one to go. It has this red circle around it, and it will delete it, it will vanish. We can just mark another one, but keep in mind if something is happening, it can be the loop. Should be calculating some artifacts, but most is okay. But that's how we can get very interesting shapes quickly.
Okay, it's pink because of the environment map. Damn. So if I make it all the way rough, it's still pink. Ah! I don't know what these things do actually. Sheen. Sheen. It's just a pink monkey, bro. No, I don't want black. Wait, let's give it a bit of yellow. Tint. I don't understand this. Maybe when I understand colors, I will go for that. But right now, let's pick a complementary color for this. Okay, I don't understand colors this much, so I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's go for. Alright, Jiminy. Help me, Jiminy. Yeah. Where am I? Yeah. Oops. For that, I'm using Mac commands. a complementary color and texture idea for the monkey in this scene. The camera is orbiting around the text and monkey. And cyber jade, deep forest green, iridescent. Yeah, iridescent monkey. Okay, let's try this color. I would like it. Let's try. It's not bad. Roughness, keep it low at 0.5. Cool. Transmission, crank it to make it more like glass. Transmission. Doesn't look like glass though. Eee. Subsurface add. Subsurface. Subsurface, what is this? Clear coat set to 1. I actually have no idea. I can't see it. I'm colorblind. That's the problem, bro. Yo, what the hell is the tint? Let's check with the Gemini. Because is this a appealing combo? In your Iowa. What's he saying? doesn't look that bad, I think. Okay, I'm tired of the. I'm too tired of editing this. Let's go to the curve. Let's make it a bit faster, right? Okay, let's see if the rendering happens properly. Wow, why is this going to take so long, huh? It says it's gonna take 40 minutes. I guess this is where I end the stream, yeah? Let's see how long this render takes. We'll see you guys soon.